What's up, you guys, man? This is Pod When I Want to Pod podcast. I'm back with another edition today. You already know what it is. It's Thursday. Picks and players props. So, all you guys out there trying to get to that bag, that money, this is your guideline to getting to the bag. I promise you, if you follow some of these things, either player props or the picks, you're gonna be alright. So let's get to it, man. Starting week 15 of the NFL season. Starts tonight, kicks off with the Chargers going to Vegas to play the Raiders. Raiders are seen as 3.5 favorites. Over under is 34.5. Chargers are without Justin Herbert, out for the rest of the year with an injury. So if you're gonna go straight up pick, I say pick the Raiders for sure. I'm taking the Raiders tonight with that pick. As far as the player props, give me whoever the Chargers quarterback under 200. Give me O'Connell. Give me him for over 150. Josh Jacobs over 40 yards rushing. Devontae Adams over 40 catching. Jacoby Myers over 25. I would take Eckler over 40 tonight. I can't really give you anything. I can't, I don't know, man. I can't give you anything receiver-wise for Chargers because it's weird, I want to say Kiki to over 25, but it should be Kiki over 25. That's probably the safest bet if you're going to pick a Chargers player. All right, on to the Saturday games. We have 3 triple-header Saturday games today. I mean, not today. I'm sorry, not today, but on Saturday. The first one kicking off at 1 o'clock. We have the Vikings going to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Jake Browning has looked impressive in his last 2 starts, getting the job done and everything of that nature. Cincinnati seen as 3-point favorites. Over under is 40.5. So I'm gonna say Browning over 175. And Nick Mullins is starting for the Vikings too. Josh Dobbs got benched. So Nick Mullins, if you can leave him off your card, leave him. But if you have to have him under 200, I would say. And another thing, before I get to the player props, I'm sorry, I'm going all out of order, y'all. I'm actually gonna take. I think the Bengals might win this game, man. I'm gonna take the Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals to win the game. I'm going to say Jake Browning, go ahead and do that. I have... Okay, I'm going to say Mixon over 40. Madison over 40. Because they're going to run the ball. I think Jettas is playing this week. Everything was lined up for him to play. So if you got Jettas on your card, I'm not going to say over 40. I'm going to just say 25. Addy 25 and Hockenson 25. Jamar Chase 40. T. Higgins 25. And that's it. Like I said, I got the Bengals winning that. Then the next game, we got the Steelers going to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Colts seen as 1.5-point favorites. Over under is 42.5. As a Steelers fan, I gotta take my team. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna just jump and do it. I have no faith in this pick. So if you're watching this, take the Colts. But I'm gonna pick my Steelers. I have to. Last-ditch effort. Everything on the line. Mitch Trubisky starting again. So Mitch under 200. Gardner Minshew over 150. Give me Najee over 40. Jaylen Warren over 25 rushing. Receiver-wise, Michael Pittman over 25. Deontay Johnson over 25. I don't know what to say about George Pickens. I just don't know. So, but I'm gonna take the Steelers. I have no faith in them. And we're on to the next game. We got the Broncos going to Detroit. Detroit is seen as 4.5-point favorites. Over under is 47.5. The Lions have to get off the snide. I think this will be a game that they do get off the snide. Broncos are playing better though, so this could be an upset. Broncos could go in there and win this game. I'm gonna roll with the Lions though. I think the Lions get back on track this week. I have Jared Goff over 200. I got Russell Wilson over 150. I have Gibbs over 40. I have Montgomery over 25. I have Amon. Wait, let me see. Running back for them. I'm gonna say Javonte Williams. I think he's gonna get over 40 rushing. Amon-Ra over 40. Sam LaPoye, the tight end from the Lions, give him over 25. Like I said, Amon-Ra over 40. Then you have for the Broncos, Cortland Sutton been going crazy this year. Definitely over 40 for him. Yeah, over 40 for him for sure. I want to say Jared Jeudy over 25 for him too. Like I said, I have Detroit winning the game. All right, so we're on the Sunday games. We have the Bears going to Cleveland to play the Browns. Cleveland is seen as 3-point favorites. Over under is 38.5 points. This is a very interesting game because I feel like Chicago is playing a lot better as a team, but I also think so is the Browns. The Browns right now, they have a lot of home games and they're really good at home right now. So I'm gonna take the Browns in the game winning. But don't be shocked if the Bears pull this off either, because I think right now Justin Fields is starting to catch his groove. That's why I'm gonna have him over 175 for passing. I have Joe Flacco over 200 for passing. I have Ford over 40 yards. I have I'm gonna say Khalil Herbert. See, they don't give a lot of rushing yards, Chicago, though. So, I mean, not Chicago, but the Browns, though. So, don't put him on your ticket. But I have DJ Moore over 40 yards, and I have Cole Kmet over 25. And then I have Amari Cooper over 40. And, the tight end, Njoku over 25. And I have the Browns winning the game. Then we move on to the Buccaneers versus the Packers. Now, this is important for not only playoff seeding, but for the Bucs to hold on to the NFC South Division lead. So, this is a very important game. It's in Green Bay. It's going to be cold. Florida team. I'm going to take it's 3.5 for Green Bay. Over under is 41.5, and I'll take Green Bay for the dub. I think Green Bay gets back on track. I think Jordan Love is over 200 for this game. I have A.J. Dillon over 40. I have Baker Mayfield over 200. Over 175, actually. I'll do that. Over 175. I think White gets over 40 yards. I think receiver-wise, I have Jalen Reed. Jalen Reed been going crazy. Give him over 40. Give Dobbs, the other receiver for the Packers, give him over 25. Mike Evans over 40. Godwin over 25. Yeah. And like I said, I got the Packers winning that game. Then we have the Texans, who are really beat up against the Tennessee Titans, who coming off a big come-from-behind win. Very important game, low-key, for this week, because the Texans right now, man, they're in a precarious situation. C.J. Stroud, I don't know if he's going to play. They're not. I don't know if he's going to play because of all the, he had a concussion, so if he's out, I don't know, man. They have Tennessee as 2.5 point favorites. The over-under is 37.5. I say take Tennessee in the game. It's at home. Right now, the Texans seem like they're hitting that. They're reeling because of injuries, not because they're hitting a wall. It's the injuries coming into play now late in the year. They lost Tank Dell already. Then Collins is out. Now C.J. Stroud is hurt. So it's a lot of injuries going down the stretch, and that'll affect the team. So from that standpoint, take the Titans. They're coming in playing a lot better. I say take Will Levis over 200. Derrick Henry over 40. Singletary over 40. I don't pick no Houston receivers, but take D-Hop over 40. Yeah. It's probably your best bet. Like I said, I have the Titans winning that game. Then we move on to the Dolphins and the Jets. This is in Miami. Problem with Miami right now, man, is the health of Tyreek Hill. So they have to make sure he's good and ready to go. They have Miami as 8.5-point favorites. Over under is 37.5. And Zach Wilson's coming off his best performance. So something is saying take the Jets. But I'll take the Dolphins to come off the snide this week. I think the Dolphins get back on track. Tua over 200. Zach Wilson over 200. Mosey for over 40. A chain over 25. Breece Hall over 40. Over 50. Yeah. And then you have receiver-wise, Tyreek Hill. He going to be over whatever his average is. Always take his over. Waddle over 25. I would say for the Jets, do Garrett Wilson over 40, 50-ish, and Conklin over 25. Like I said, I got Miami winning the game. Now the Chiefs is going to Foxborough to play against the Patriots. It's probably be a more tougher game than folks think for the Kansas City Chiefs because of the defense of the Patriots. But I think Kansas City being 7.5-point favorites, 37.5 is the over/under. Take the Chiefs in the game. Mahomes over 200. Bailey Zappi under 200. I don't know if Pacheco gonna play this week, so we'll see. With that, Stevenson's is out for them, so I wouldn't even go running back here. I would go for receiving Kelsey over 40, Rashee Rice, give him over 25, and I say take Hunter Henry over 25 for them. Like I said, the Chiefs will go in there and win that game. Now, this is a very important game right here with the Giants and the Saints. This is for playoff positioning. This is to keep pace if you're in New Orleans in the division. New Orleans is seen as 6-point favorites. Over under is 39.5. I think the Giants are playing better football right now. Saints are at home. All right, I'm going to take New Orleans, but I'm going to take New Orleans shakingly because I think the Giants are playing better football right now. I think the Giants could go down there and win. I'm going to take the Saints only because of the Superdome. Only because they're at home. That's it. Just because they're in New Orleans. I have Derek Carr for over 200. DeVito over 150. Saquon over 40. Alvin Kamara, if you want to add rushing and receiving, over, I say over 60. I'm going to say Chris Olave over 40. Shaheed. Take the deep threat for New Orleans. Take him over 25 because he's going to catch one. He's always going to catch one of those. I say Wardell Robinson. Take him for over 25 receiving for the Giants. But I'm going to take the Saints, but I'm not sure about that one. That one could go either way. It really could. Then we got the Falcons versus the Panthers. Falcons are 3-point favorites. Over under is 34.5. I say take the Falcons and take the points. Right now, the Panthers they're a rebuilding team right now, man. You know, they're rebuilding. Desmond Ridder over 200. Bijan Robinson 50 over 50 rushing, receiving. I say Bryce Young under 200. I wouldn't take no running back from the Carolina. Get Thielen over. I want to say Thielen over 25 for them. Drake London over 40 for Atlanta. Like I said, I take Atlanta with the win. And then we're on to the 4 o'clock games. Commanders going to Cali to play the Rams. Rams 6.5-point favorites. Over under is 50.5 points. I say take the Rams. Rams are playing a lot better right now. They're in the playoff hunt. They have to keep pace. They have to win. So I'm gonna take the Rams. I think Matt Stafford over 200. Sam Howell over 200. I think Williams, the running back from the Rams, over 40. Brian Robinson Jr., they don't really run the ball a lot. I say take him over 25. And then Puka Nacua over 25. Cooper Kupp over 40. I say Scary Terry over 25. Yeah, Scary Terry over 40, actually. Dotson over 25. And like I said, I got the Rams winning the game. Now we have the 49ers going to the Cardinals. 49ers seen as 12.5-point favorites. Now this is a classic trap game. They're over under 47.5. Be careful with this game. Picking this. I'm talking about I think San Francisco is going to ultimately win, but be careful with that line. It's 12.5 because they played it tight when they played before and they got Kyler Murray back. So just be careful with this game. This is a classic trap game for San Fran. They could fall into the trap, but I'm going to take San Fran winning the game. Brock Purdy over 200. Kyler Murray over 175. Christian McCaffrey's going to get over 100 yards total if you want to put rushing and receiving. James Conner. Give him an over 40 for rushing. Ayuk over 40. Debo over 40. Kittle over 25. And for the Cardinals, I don't know, maybe McBride over 25. Marquise Brown over 25. Those two. But like I said, I got the 49ers winning that game. And then Cowboys travel to Orchard Park. It's going to be cold to play the Bills. Bills are seen as 2-point favorites. Over under is 50.5. Interesting game. I actually gonna go with the Bills in this one because I think they're a different. Cowboys are a different team on the road. That's why home field is so important for them because all 3 of their losses they've lost have been on the road. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I mean not the Cowboys, but the Bills in this game. I think Dak does go over 200, of course. I think Josh Allen will go over 200. I think Tony Pollard over 25. I think James Cook rushing and receiving, because they do dump down to him too now. They're starting to get him involved, so over 50. They're rushing and receiving. CeeDee Lamb over 40. Ferguson over 25. Brandon Cook's going to catch one. But the question is how far. So, you know what? Just them two, and then give me Stephon Diggs over 40 and Kincaid over 25. Like I said, I'll take the Bills with the dub. All right, and then we go to the Sunday night game, which is in Jacksonville. The Ravens will be traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jags. Baltimore's 3.5-point favorites. Over under is 42.5. So they really like Baltimore in this game. You know what? I'm actually going to take Jacksonville to beat them. I think this is the week where Jacksonville stands up and wins a game at home. They need it. I'm going to take Jacksonville in that game. I got Jacksonville winning. I think Trevor Lawrence over 200. I actually have Lamar Jackson over 175. Gus Edwards over 40. ETN over 60 rushing and receiving. I'm going to take Calvin Ridley over 40. I'm going to take Evan Ingram over 25. Give me Zay Flowers over 40. Odell Beckham over 25. Yeah. And like I said, I'm going to take Jacksonville. That's going to be an upset for the week. Jacksonville. Even though it's not really an upset. Because they're at the crib. So they should protect home field. But it's an upset as far as if you look at how the two teams are playing right now. Monday night game. We have the Eagles traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Philly is seen as 3.5-point favorites. Over under is 47.5. Eventually, the Eagles have to get back on track. I'm gonna say this is the game they get back on track. I think Eagles are hearing the talk. They're hearing the talk. They hear what everybody's saying, and I think they're gonna show improve this week. So take the Eagles. Jalen Hurts over 150, over 175. I meant. I don't know if Geno's gonna be back. So stay tuned for that right there. I don't know. But if he is, whoever's playing quarterback is going to be able to throw over 175. So take 175 for whoever played quarterback, Drew Lock or Geno. I think DeAndre Swift over 40. I'll take A.J. Brown because it's time for him to have a big game. A.J. Brown over 40. Devontae Smith over 25. Give me DK Metcalf over 40 and Tyler Lockett over 25 and then Jigba over 25. And I'll take the Eagles with the dub. There's no bye weeks this week. Everybody plays. So we have a packed full schedule for this week, week 15, big week. So we're going to see how it goes. I appreciate all the love and support, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This was Pod When I Want to Pod podcast, man. Until we see you Tuesday, man.